love the sun. Sure, I've heard about cancer, but what the hey? I'd rather die 5 years early and at least have a little color on my face. I suppose I could be doing better things with my time, like helping those more fortunate than myself. And it's true that... What are you doing? Come on, I don't have any money. No, come on, get out of here.
Hey, you looking good. Man, y'all done.
Get out of here, pal.
Come on, man.
I can't get to my pocket.
Come on, look how clean.
Come on, I'm starting the show here. We're rolling.
Hey, you ain't got no 50 cents. Come on, look how clean.
Another thing about a tan. It's true, isn't it, that here you are sitting in a chair with a sweat... Get out of here.
Hey, man, come on.
Forget it, Josh. I can't do it. Start the show.
Come on, man. 50 cents. Damn technology.
Hi, and welcome to the show. It's got everything, including guests, but more important, me. Entertainer, writer, talk show host, a recording star, all-round TV personality, and Catholic impressionist. Give me a W! W! Give me an E! E! Give me an R! R! Give me a Z! Z! Give me a U! U! Give me an M! M! Give me a P! P! What's that spell? Right! What's that Swahili for? My first guest. Take it away, boys.
It's the last show. Oh no, a couple of guests, then time to go. So don't be polite or we'll be here all night. Get it right, it's the last show.
Stardate 0527.86. We are seated in a studio on East 76th Street. David Brenner was here before us, but he got canceled. Captain! I'm giving you all I've got! What factor 9 for G's sake? We're breaking up! Come in, my next guest. William, thank God for syndication, Shatner. How's it going, stud throb?
This is so weird.
Not half as weird as talking to one of my favorite heroes, Bill Shatner. Well, Bill, how do you account for all those T.J. Hooker fan clubs, T.J. Hooker conventions, fans who stay up late memorizing dialogue from episodes of Star Trek and T.J. Hooker and stuff? Huh? I'm wearing my T.J. Hooker ears!
You're crazy. This is so insane. I'm talking to a television set. I mean, what would happen if I changed channels?
Tough luck, I'm syndicated. Bill, what do you think of this? Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, has been quoted as saying,
Yes.
"My show was a vision of the future whose time had come. It would have succeeded without William Shatner as Kirk or Leonard Nimoy as Spock. We could have had Jack Benny and Buddy Hackett as Kirk and Spock."
He's as crazy as you are.
I made that up. He never said that.
He never said that? You made that up?
Yes.
I'm a guest on your show, and you made that up?
I love the way you have your collar done up like that.
I love it.
It keeps the ducktail up, doesn't it?
I love the way you have your badge. It's upside down.
Is it upside down?
Yes, turn it around.
That's because I'm coming back to Earth as opposed to going up to Venus.
Strange guy.
Whenever you've had the opportunity
Yes.
to do comedy, you've always demonstrated a flair for it. Do you regret not having done more of it?
I had hoped to do some here.
You're doing a pretty damn good job. You love horses, which is understandable. You also have quite an affection for Doberman pinschers. So what's the attraction to this vicious, psychotic animal?
The Doberman, you mean?
Yeah.
Or you certainly didn't mean the horse. Well, the Doberman is a much maligned dog. It's gotten bad publicity by biting people.
Most of us recall, with great pleasure, the episode on the planet Catella 4 when Kirk, in order to help Mab defeat Cross and allow Ellen to give and live and give birth to a beautiful son, was forced into attacking the Klingons with bows and arrows.
My favorite episode.
You remember it?
No, but it sounds like my favorite episode.
Coincidentally, William Shatner has a tremendous interest in archery. He really does. Does that interest date from that series episode? And do you keep in touch with Mab, Ellen, and her son?
There is a real choice here. Should I answer that question seriously?
Yeah, shoot.
Or shall I shoot an arrow and make a point?
Beam me up, Scotty.
He's disappeared and left me hanging. I don't know what to do now. Hello, Max?
Just a joke, Bill.
I'm trying to appreciate it, Max.
But it brings up an interesting question about beaming, doesn't it? I mean, wouldn't it be nice if we could use it in certain situations?
Like now, you mean?
Now, given that you played the lead on a TV show taking place in the future, how do you feel about the Star Wars defense system? Seriously.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It'll never work.
Really?
No.
How come?
Max, believe me when I tell you. Give it to education.
William Shatner, you've talked about being a vegetarian and you've mentioned your love for animals. Picture this. You're stranded on a desert island. Your only companions, a horse, a whale, and a Doberman pincer. Your hunger knows no bounds. Which do you eat first?
Oh, Max. Let's see, the Chinese would choose the dog.
No.
The Japanese would choose the whale.
No.
And,
What are you left with?
the horse's ass, right?
Thanks for not screening our calls. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. William Shatner. Well, I've been doing it for about 10 years now, I guess. Acting the main part in confession interviews on TV. I suppose you could say I'm a professional silhouette. I haven't always done this. I started out in movies, same kind of thing, I guess. But in those days, I did a lot of shadow on the wall, shape in the doorway work. I did some great stuff. I was the black outline on the blind in Jack the Ripper Strikes Again. I don't know if you remember that. And I suppose my most famous role was the figure behind the shower curtain in Psycho. That was a good one. Those were great days. People still recognize me under street lamps and ask me about that scene, funnily enough. Then suddenly, fashions changed. Nobody wanted shadows anymore, and now this kind of thing is all that's left. Silhouette confessions. I've got a silhouette agent who gets me work, and I tell you, I've done them all. Drug addicts, convicted murderers, police informers, child molesters, people with terrible skin complaints. And the worst thing about it is I always have to break down near the end and say, I'm sorry, please. I have to stop. And then the camera closes in. Which is kind of stupid because nobody can ever see me anyway. Oh, God, it's a miserable job.
I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. Now I'm right on time. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you.
Grace Jones! Wait a second! I thought it was supposed to be Grace Jones, not the creature from the Black Lagoon!
There, did I get enough of the studio floor drape there all over my train?
It's Little Purple Riding Hood.
Oh, I guess so. I do look like Little Red Riding Hood, except it's
do.
lilac, actually. It comes off purple, though. See?
Lois Lilac.
Yes.
You are looking incredible.
Oh, and my goodness. Guess what? I didn't know what I was going to wear today. So, you know, you ever get to the point you don't know what you're going to wear, so I wore two outfits together because I wanted to wear both of them, and I couldn't make up my mind. It was crazy, so I have one dress on top of another. Now I've gotten hot, so I'm going to have to take one off.
All right!
Woo, look at your eyes. Oh, I know. You can't wait, can you, honey?
Strip, baby!
I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. Now I'm right on time. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. I'm right on time. Why waste it, thinking about it? Taste it. Don't waste it, thinking about it. Taste it.
All right, Queen of Slink!
I'll just keep it draped like this.
And what an original idea to take it down from
Take
the
it-
bedroom windows and wear it!
Oh,
Just like that, you don't care, do you?
no, I spend more time getting dressed. I didn't even have time to eat.
No, honey bun, the audience probably
But
thinks
you know
I'm being...
what? I always eat when I watch television.
Listen, honey bun, I'm not one to bear a grudge, and just to prove it, I'm gonna ask you about your latest single, Party Girl. Is that you, a party girl? How's it going? We all want to know.
Oh, that's me. I'm accused all the time of being a party girl. Do you know that? Breaks up all my relationships. Yeah, they never want to go out.
Would you say you're the marrying kind?
I could marry you, though.
That's what I was waiting for.
I think
You
that
stir a circuit in me I never knew existed. My computer chips are dancing the light fandango.
you know, you look like somebody I know.
Who's that?
Who do you think? Take a guess.
Flipper? This is drama!
Grandma?
Grandma! Drama!
Grandma?
Grandma! Drama!
Drama!
This is drama. This is tragedy. This is Checkup. This is Winter's Tale, girl.
Oh, that's right. I love them all.
You are my perdita.
Oh, I'm perspiring.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a break now while Grace perspires, and we'll be back again with the perspiring Grace Jones. Had to get away from that woman for a minute. I couldn't sit there any longer staring at that hat. It looks like a hockey puck. Right, deep breath and count to 10. 10.
Grace!
Hey, what about the video? Anything risky?
Any what?
Anything risky?
In the video? Well, I was doing this video with transvestites that play me. Professional, you know, like Cage au Fall. You know, Cage au Fall? I was going to do a cabaret au fall. Grace Jones's transvestites that play me, an old party girling, you know.
The Cage au Fall guy.
And they canceled it. They canceled it. I think they, you know, they thought, I don't know what they thought.
They probably thought it was a lot of crap.
I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. Now I'm right on time. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you.
Grace Jones! Woo! Doctor. Mary was never satisfied. My job didn't pay enough. My clothes were peculiar. I gave Mary love. She put me down. My self-esteem was pounded into 1,000 pieces. I know this is terrible, but I used to think to myself, if only she'd swallow a bar of soap and die. Or if her father would swallow a bar of soap, and as she was bending over him screaming, the bar of soap would pop out of his mouth and into hers, and then she'd die. In some scenarios, well, you remember the one about the space zoo. And yet, still, I went on loving her. I was too timid to speak my mind, was I? Well, Mary, I'll speak it right now. Nothing was ever good enough for you. Nothing. It was like going to the circus with an immigrant. They've always seen it better somewhere in Poland. And that's why I hate
The circus.
What would you get if you crossed Franz Kafka with an issue of Boy's Life? Gilbert, my main man, got freed! Woo!
Oh, thank you. Oh, stop. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh, please. Please, you're way too kind. Stop it. Have some self-respect. Save something. Please, I envy you. I just envy you. I mean, the idea that you came here, you sat down, and here I am. That's it. I envy you. You've got, what a wonderful life you have. You're able to see me go home and, you saw me. That's it. You just saw me. I envy you. I absolutely, you're a beautiful crowd. I love you. You're dynamite. I'd like to take you home with me. I'd like to see you all naked. I'd like to beat you. I'd like to humiliate you. I'd like to hang you by your ankles. I'd like to give each and every one of you an enema. You're a beautiful, beautiful crowd. I was in Austria recently, and I visited Kurt Waldheim. As I'm apt to do that. There's a sense of aptness about doing that. I felt a certain apt when I did that. So I visited Kurt Waldheim, and we were sitting around having coffee, and at one point Kurt turned to me and said, a couple of years ago I was in Germany with my wife. And, a short vacation, like a little weekend trip. So we wanted to have a picture taken. So I'm standing there next to a fountain with my wife, and there's a photographer standing taking a shot, and everyone else is standing off to the side. Well, who goes strolling right into the shot, right as the picture's being taken? Adolf Hitler. Go figure the chance of that happening. My luck. Adolf Hitler standing right next to me. I don't even know the guy, so I figure maybe I'll catch the photographer before he takes the shot. So I figure I yelled out for the photographer, wait! Wait! Don't take that picture! Wait! But of course, that's the one they use. That's it. That's the one they use. Everyone else, there's millions of pictures with me and, you know, Suzanne Summers, one of me and Norman Fell. That's the one they use. Go figure. Go figure. Go off and figure. Go someplace and figure. Just walk off and figure. Go figure. Go off and hide and figure. Figure. Go and figure. Go someplace and then figure. Don't stay in one place, but go someplace to figure. Go figure. You know, meaning that you cannot stay in one place and figure. Go figure. It's very complex, so go off and then figure. That's it. It's like a two things you gotta remember. Because a lot of people would stay in one place when they figure. I say you should go and figure. So like, go figure. See, a lot of people would assume that you'd know to go somewhere. No, I say, you know, a lot of people say figure. And then you'd say, well, you'd be standing around trying to figure. I say, go figure. It's very complex. Now, The Honeymooners, the motion picture. James Mason is Ralph Cramden.
Alice, Norton and I are going bowling. It's a very important night for us, Alice.
Richard Burton is Norton. I can't go bowling with you, Ralph. Unbeknownst to me, Trixie's mother is coming over.
Oh, you're all right, Norton. You're a regular right. Do you know how important this night is? Bang, zoom.
Al Pacino is Trixie. Your dinner's getting cold, Norton. You gotta come upstairs. My mother's there. Jack Nicholson as Alice. You can't fucking go bowling, Ralph. So how are Ken and Barbie doing now?
Very well, thank you very much.
Yes. They were a very nice couple, and I always thought G.I. Joe was, you know, he went through a bad time period then, you know, when the war was going on and no one liked him. But now there's a resurgence, and G.I. called me the other day, and he's doing much better.
Great
Why
job,
am I
buddy.
sitting here talking to Dudley Do-Right? It's like Dudley Do-Right on acid.
Nell Gottfried.
Yes?
I guess after you come on a show like
Yes.
this, GG,
Yes.
and do well, I'm sure
Yes.
there'll be a lot of women out there who want to sleep with you, big guy.
Constantly. Because, you know, whenever you go on a show and you talk to a cartoon, that's women that go crazy over that. I can't tell you how many women I've had after I appeared on the Bullwinkle show.
It's been a really big shoe, size 12 and a half. Ladies and gentlemen, great Avenir Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, stop it. Oh,
Gotta go, mustache. Gotta go see the chauffeur.
My good friends from Augusta to St. Andrews, slip on your green chartreuse, V-necks, plus fours and 10 shoes. Get your fingers in that overlapping grip, while I take you through a very special apprenticeship. Just call it a course. You take some iron sticks and some words that mix. You gotta really live it. Ooh, replace that divot. Now here's the first rule. Dress real casual and hit that little ball. And you ask, go, go, go.
When you're looking for a good score and you watch your first shot soar straight through the clubhouse door. Shot four, shot four, shot four. Now you're on the green, but you've lost 15 balls, so what? Just sink that putt and you has golf, golf, golf. Now at last you're at the flag, so let's meet the boys in the bag. Now let's hear it for Jack Nicklaus. What a pro! Swing that thing! Now zip it up! And now, Greg Norman. Don't do that, Greg. It makes you go blonde. Let's hear it for Seve Ballesteros. Ooh, it's like a red flag to a Spanish bull. Now it's my turn. Listen to me and my flap over leather. All weathers do I make these things tough.
Stick to us, Max.
And they've got rubber soles. Now here's the best advice yet. Remember golfing etiquette. You say my drives are rubouts. Ooh, get back in the clubhouse. My putts are powerful. My bunker shots just wonderful. My holes in one remarkable. Golf, golf, golf. You want a game? Give me a call. Golf, golf, golf. Just 1-to-1, no free-for-alls. Golf, golf, golf. 'Cause I can chip Niagara Falls. Golf, golf, golf. And I got the clubs if you got the balls. Golf, golf, golf. And that's golf. Good night. Good luck. Have a safe journey. You've made me very happy tonight. Goodbye.